the 7 critical action steps that you need to understand. So this is more of an executive briefing, no? Now, ganito. Just a short disclaimer. So, ito bang i-present ko is ito na ba ang gagawin ni PhilHealth? Okay? Number 1, probably yes, probably no. Why? Ganito ho yan, ha? Ang ipapakita ko sa inyo is basically the simplest foundation or the simplest structure kung ano yung DRG. Yung DRG ho, 1970s pa yan. Matagal na ho yan. Okay? And then, na-implement yan, naumpisahan yan ng 1980s. But the concept started in the 1970s. So, the framework has been improved several times. But, ang logic ho na yan, iisa lang. Okay? Yung DRG sa ibang bansa, iisa lang ang logic na yan. Yan din yung gagamitin ni PhilHealth. Kasi ho, kinokopya-kopya lang yan ng iba't ibang bansa. So if you ask me, if this is the way how PhilHealth will implement it, probably yes, probably no, or probably both, no? So ang ipapakita ko is yung konsepto at yung pinaka-simplified na structure. Kung meron mang hindi ho masunod doon, it's going to be a little bit lang. Kung meron mang hindi tugma sa execution, I assume it's going to be only a little bit. Kasi ho, iisa lang ang structure ng DRG. Kung meron mang maiba dyan, okay, it's not going to be that big. So, basically, ang ipapakita ko kung ano talaga siya. No? Now, I'll give some examples, I'll give some scenarios, I'll give some stories. Now, these are basically for purposes of discussion only. In instances, I may say something about PhilHealth or DOH or whatever organization. It's not intended to malign them. Okay? So, yan ho yun. Now, let us proceed. So, there will be 5 parts this afternoon. Ang pag-uusapan natin, una, ano ba yung DRG? Pangalawa, why hospital leaders must pay attention. Number 3, yung critical action steps. And yung assessment ninyo sa 4 at sa number 5, how to move forward. May question ho ako sa inyo. Okay? Type number 5, if may idea na ho kayo sa DRG. Type number 7, if wala ho kayong idea sa DRG. I would want to know so that I'll know ano ho yung okay, mukhang maraming number 7. Okay, sige po. Okay. Handa ho ako sa inyo mga number 7. Now, of course, meron pong iilan dito, no, sa ating mga participants na naka-attend na ho ng napaka-in-depth na discussion, okay? I hope you will not mind, banggitin ko kayo. Our friends sa Laguna, okay? Si Dr. Rances ng NICC. And of course, I see si Ma'am Marge ng Cebu, okay? Sino pa ba? Okay? Sa kabilang page, okay? And, okay, si Doc Marquez is also here. Okay? I'm pretty sure alam na ni Doc. And, many others. Okay? You know who you are. So, yung mga nabanggit ko at yung may mga konti ng alam, pagpasensyahan nyo na lang po. I'll just discuss briefly kung ano yung DRG. Okay? Para sa mga kasama natin. Ganito. Okay? Ang DRG is a diagnosis-related groupings. Okay? In a simplest way, parang big brother lang yan ni PhilHealth. Ano ni all case rate. It's like this. In the middle of the presentation, there is a short survey. Yung survey ho, it's very short. It's actually 3 or 4 questions. If you fill it up, we will give you a 3-page na giveaway. Okay? More on DRG and leadership. Okay? Commercial lang yan. So, okay? Let us proceed. Now, why are we having this discussion? Okay? Kasi po, ang dami nang nagbago. Okay? In fact, ang pag-implement ni PhilHealth ng DRG is long delayed. When we started all partial case rate noong 2011, okay, and then implemented it noong 2013, so, up to 2026, all case rate, okay? Dapat ho, ang case rate kasi is iilang taon lang yan. Of course, Hindi natuloy kasi nga matagal nang nakaplano na ipapasok si DRG. Okay? For several reasons, it did not happen. But my point is that, okay, things are changing. Okay? Models of payment are changing. And now, okay, in the near future, okay, meron ng DRG sa atin. So basically, kailangan maghanda kayo. So, to proceed, okay, DRG is basically coming. The question is this: are you ready? Okay. So, yung awareness gap ho ang problema. Okay? Most hospital leaders, I'm pretty sure narinig nyo na yung DRG. Very few have a clear picture on what it actually mean for your day-to-day operation. So, narinig nyo na malamang kasi matagal na hong pinag-uusapan ito. Okay? Now, ang issue ho kasi talaga ng hospital after doing this claims management for more than 2 decades is this. The problem that you have is the challenge in the execution. Madali lang po intindihin yung konsepto, but how are you going to do it every day is a different story. Okay? Kaya ho, the challenge is again the execution here. Now, if your hospital is waiting, ito ha, okay. Ito po ang payo ko sa inyo. If your hospital is waiting na mailabas ang circular, okay, and then that is the time you're going to act, magkakaproblema ho kayo. Dahil unang-una, hindi ho ninyo maintindihan yung circular. At number 2, even if PhilHealth as they try to explain it, naiwan na ho kayo ng panahon. So, a lot of hospitals here, a lot of attendees here have joined many of our webinars on DRG. I've been teaching DRG ho since 2019 at during pandemic pa tinuturo ko na ho ito. Now, ano bang meron? Okay? Why suddenly I became an authority on that, no? Hindi ho ako expert ng DRG. It so happened ho, tumagal ako sa PhilHealth at napag-usapan ho namin yan ng ilang beses. At ganito ho, ang sabihin ko sa inyo. Ito po based on my experience, PhilHealth has never created its own will. Ibig sabihin ho nun, okay, as far as I remember, okay, sa tagal ko doon, hindi ho kami nag-invento ng bagay na kami lang. Kasi hindi naman kailangan. So, ang point ko po, kay PhilHealth simply would borrow, copy, and basically enhance what is working. Katulad ng DRG. Hindi ho kailangan gumawa si PhilHealth ng bago. Kasi po, gawa na ito. So, ang punto ko ho dito, okay, pwedeng mapag-aralan yung DRG. So, saan ba nanggaling yung DRG ni PhilHealth? Sa Thailand. Saan ba nanggaling yung sa Thailand? Sa Singapore. Saan ba nanggaling yung sa Singapore? Sa Australia. Saan ba nanggaling yung sa Australia? Sa Amerika, specifically, okay, sa New Jersey. 1970s pa ho yan. Okay. Now, sa kasamaang palad, isa ho ako sa nabigyan ng libro ng Thailand na DRG. It's like this. Kung nabasa ninyo yung circulars ng DRG, there are certain portions of the circular kinopya ho sa libro ng Thailand. Okay? Ganun yun. Ba't pa naman kailangan? Hindi naman kasi kailangan i-reinvent. Gawa na eh. So kaya, okay, since I have the book, since I have everything, and since I've been talking to so many institutions in other parts of the world, okay, gumawa ho ako ng teaching modules dito. Now, I'll go back to the slide. Okay? So, ang DRG is matagal na dapat ma-implement. But of course, again, because of so many reasons, hindi ho yan nangyari. Kaya ho ngayon, long overdue, and it's going to happen. And the question is, are you ready? But the problem here is execution on your end. Now, we are here today. Okay, the goal is for you guys to have an understanding, an awareness, and an idea on some actions on what to do. Okay? So, Ito ang question natin. Paano ba kayo binabayaran? Okay? Simple lang ho, no? I'll bring you back to what's happening in all case rate. Sa under case rate ho, hospitals receive a fixed payment. Okay? Ang keyword ho dyan ha, fixed. So, the patient is admitted when the doctors and the nurses provide services as the hospital provide room and board and so many things. Pag nag-MGH ang attending, okay, there is now the final diagnosis with the ICD-10 and a case category is identified because of the ICD-10. Ganun yun. So, yung ICD-10 naman, meron yan siyang kaakibat or may equal yan siya na benefit package. It's fixed. Okay? And then you give it to PhilHealth, the forms, and then PhilHealth will pay you. So, ang punto ho dito, the fixed payment approach was a significant step forward when we introduced it in 2011. Okay? Though, ganito yan ha, matagal na ho naming alam na yung call case rate is hindi yan yung pinakatamang pagbayad sa inyo. Okay? When we introduced that in 2011, everybody in lahat ho ng mga kasamahan kong doktor, okay? And with all due respect sa mga policy makers, everybody knew that. Kaya ho, ang lectures namin dati, we will continue with all case rate and after several years, we will proceed to DRG. That was our script. But of course, DRG, okay, delayed. Okay? So kaya, ngayon, babaguhin na. Now, ang punto ho ng slide, fixed payment yan. Okay? Ulitin ko ha, ang word na ginagamit is fixed. So, ano bang logic ng fix? Ito yan. Yung pasyente ninyo na-admit ng CAP-MR, example, young, healthy adult, 3-day confinement, okay, merong standard IV, standard diagnostics, routine nursing care, discharge without complication. Meron ka namang pasyente na B, elderly with diabetes, history of heart failure, 12-day na hospital stay, pumasok pa ng ICU ng 1 araw, 2 araw. Okay? And then on board are multiple specialists. So high medication and the diagnostic cost. Pero po, ang diagnosis ng attending is CAP-MR pa rin. And then, yun ang first case rate niya. And then, ang daming isinulat na iba. So, anong difference? Okay? Both patients will be paid nung several years ago, 15,000 lang. And then, naging 19,500. And recently, it's now 29,250. Kahit na ang daming ginawa sa patient B, sa case rate, isa lang. Kasi fix yan. Pareho ang bayan. Okay? So under all case rate, both patients will receive similar payment despite dramatically different cost and complexity. That was the problem then and that's the problem now. Okay? So ganun yan. So, here's the thing. Bakit ba ginawa yung DRG? Okay? So, eto po ha. Ang DRG ho started sa Amerika. Okay? So, several decades ago, dahil nga napaka-advanced nila, the problem in the healthcare sa Amerika, it was becoming expensive every year and until now. So, ang tinatanong ho doon is, are we paying the doctors and the hospitals ng tama or fairly? Yan yung question. So, tapos na sila sa fee-for-service, meron din silang version ng kanilang case rate. But since it's fixed, okay, they wanted to pay the hospitals fairly. Okay? So kaya, kung toxic yung pasyente, sana ang bayad nila is a little bit higher dahil toxic ang pasyente at toxic yung management. So, I think people from Yale, okay, if I'm not mistaken, developed itong DRG. Okay? Again, if I'm not mistaken, the first implementation was nasa New Jersey. Okay? If my memory is tama. So, ano ba ang nangyari? So, gumawa ho sila ng sistema, gumawa ho sila ng patient classification that wherein the patients will be paid based on the severity and the use of the resources given to the hospital. So, the concept started in 1970s pa, and then naumpisahan niya noong 1980s. And then, okay, ang unang gumamit na yan labas sa Amerika is Australia. Okay? Sila yung una outside of the United States. Now, the intention was to consider patient complexity, severity of illnesses, and consider the resource allocation. So, ang intention ho is bayaran kayo ng tama. Okay? So, para yung pasyente, hopefully, the out-of-pocket will also reduce. So, maganda naman ho talaga yung motibo. Okay? Sipin nyo, 1970s pa yan. Ano na ngayon? So, the all-case rate versus the DRG is something like this. Sa case rate, fix yan. Sa DRG po, you will be paid based on the severity, the complexity, and the resources that you used. Okay. So, sa DRG, it's not going to be a fixed payment. You will be paid based on the primary illness, which is 1. You will be paid secondary illnesses. These are complications and comorbidities, which is 12. Now, itong mga illnesses na to, dapat may ICD-10 na tama. Okay? And then, as many as 20 procedures, be it surgical, diagnostic procedures, or laboratory procedures yan. So, dadami ngayon yung mga procedure code. Okay? And then, you will also have the length of stay. So, okay. Yung length of stay is kaya date of admission versus date of admission or other date of confinement from admission and then to discharge. And then the discharge status. Ano ba yung discharge status, no? Yung discharge status po, matagal na ho namin kinukolekta yan. Ito ho yung sinusulat ng hospital sa claim na ano ba yung kalagayan, no, ano ba yung kalagayan ng hospital pag discharge? Number 1, improved. Number 2, namatay, expired. Sa ibang bansa, merong expired with autopsy. Meron silang expired no autopsy. Okay? Home against medical advice. Okay? At meron pang isa. So yan ang isa sa basis of payment sa inyo. Okay? Kaya ho yan namin kinukolekta dati pa ng ilang dekada kasi ang sabi namin, why do we keep on asking the hospitals on this? Kasi sinabihan na ho kami niyan, it will be used in the future for the mode of payment. So kung mamatay yung pasyente, magbabago ng konti yung bayad ninyo. Okay? Pag naghama yung pasyente, magbabago konti yung bayad ninyo. Okay? So, and many more. Okay? So, I'll go back to the slide once again. Ito. Now, I have a question to everybody. At this point ho, case rate is fixed, DRG will not be fixed. Your payment will depend on all the things that are listed there. Ilan ba yan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. More or less 11. 10, 11, or 12. Kasama ho yung age, weight, and DOB is the date of birth and you have the gender. Ang question ko, at this point ho, naintindihan ninyo? Okay? Type 1 kung naintindihan ho ninyo. Okay? Ang difference, type 2 if hindi ho ninyo naintindihan. Okay? Okay, very much. Thank you po. We have one, we have one, we have one. Okay. Thank you. So, kailangan ko ipakita muna yung difference para may comparative kayo and then you get to easily understand it. Okay, thank you very much po. We have 1, 1, 1. Now, the next slide is this. So, DRG, if they are going to pay on complexity and severity, how does the DRG think? No? DRG basically recognizes that a single diagnosis can represent very different levels of patient complexity. Okay? The system assigns cases to groups that reflect the actual clinical burden. So, analyze the slide. It could mean that the system ng DRG will analyze it as a simple case, as a moderate complexity case, high complexity case, and maximum complexity. So, yung 1 ho, walang complication, walang comorbidity. So, etong number 1, okay, if the rate of pneumonia is 29,000 at wala ho itong comorbids or complication, sa ibang bansa, yung 29, pag file ninyo na yan ng claim, bababa yan ng 20 kung benign yung case. Okay? Sa ibang bansa. Will that happen here? I don't know. Let's cross the bridge when we get there. Moderate complexity, 1 or more comorbidities. Di ba? Number 3, high complexity. You have multiple complications and you have multiple comorbidities. Yung number 4, maximum complexity na ho. Yan. Okay? So, the system will analyze that. Now, how will the system analyze if it's a simple, moderate, high, or maximum? Paano nila? Okay, who wants to know? Paano ma-analyze ni system? Type ako if you are interested to know. Okay, how will the system know kung paano yung 1, 2, 3, and 4? Okay? If you're interested to know paano, okay, type ako if you're interested. Okay, thank you very much ho. Ako. Malalaman yan ng system. Kasi, okay, balik tayo dito. Sa DRG, you will be asked to encode yan ho, yung mga nakalista na yan. Okay? Sa ibang bansa ho, hindi lang yan ang hinihingi, marami pa. So, bilangin mo yan, primary illness, secondary illness, if it's 12, ha? Kasi complication comorbidities yan. So, kailangan ho ninyong ilista yan. Okay? Kailangan ho ninyong ilista lahat yan dun sa grouper. Yung grouper ngayon, yung system na mag-a-analyze. Kailangan ninyong i-encode yan dun. And then, the grouper will analyze basing on your primary illness, your 12, if there is any, no? Of course, kung maliit ka ng hospital, baka mahirap yung 12. Pero kung level 2 or level 3 ka, okay, meron kang 12 comorbidities or complication. Kailangan mong i-encode yan. Yung sakit ba ang encode mo? Hindi. So, 1, primary, and 12, ilan? 13. Anong gagamitin? Yung ICD code. Okay? Yung ICD code ang i-encode doon. And then, yung procedure. So, yung procedure, RVS codes ang gagamitin ni PhilHealth. Sa ibang bansa, ICD procedure codes ang gagamitin. Now, meron ka ng mga diagnosis, meron kang procedure, and then, ipapasok mo yung length of stay, ilang araw yan. And then, yung estado ng pag-uwi niyang pasyente, buhay ba, patay. And then, the age, the weight, the gender. Age. What's the big deal about age? Kasi yung pneumonia ng pedya, ang resources is hindi pareho sa resources ng pneumonia ng adult. So now, the system will analyze that. Yung system, meron na rin ho yan siyang ipinasok na financials or mga computation nila. Okay? I'll go back to the slide. Now, as I said, how will they know if it's severe? It depends on the information na in-encode ninyo. So either it will be 1, 2, 3, or 4 basing on the information na nakuha sa inyo. Now, it's something like this. Number 1, okay? So, DRG payment is not determined by what is done alone. It is determined by how accurately what was done is captured, documented, and communicated to the system. Ganito, number 1, inadmit yung pasyente. Ikaw yung doktor. May nurse ka. Okay? Ginawa ninyo lahat. Nag-manage kayo. Okay? So, nag-order. Na-execute yung order. Na-carry out the labs, medicines, and etc. Now, all of those things, even the signs and the symptoms, the way you manage it, the side notes and everything, these are the clinical documents. These are the clinical documentations, okay? The care and the clinical findings, you need now to accurately document it. So, pag MGH ninyo, okay, yung final diagnosis mo ngayon will be changed to ICD code. Yan yung number 3, the medical coding. So, sa number 3, ang question dyan, kaya mo bang isulat yung lahat ng sakit na dinaanan ng pasyente? So, let us say, meron kang isang principal diagnosis at meron kang additional na 5 comorbidities. So, yung 6 na yan, may ICD code. Ipapasok mo yan sa grouper. Okay? Yung grouper ngayon will analyze that and convert that into payment. Now, I would like to highlight the sentence in the middle, okay, that states the DRG payment is determined, okay, by how accurately what was done is captured, documented, and communicated. So, ibig sabihin ho, kahit na kayo yung pinakamagaling na doktor sa Pilipinas, kahit na kayo ang super specialist, no? At napagaling ninyo yung pasyente, if hindi ho yan na-document at hindi ho yan na-transfer sa system, okay, hindi ho kayo mababayaran ng tama. It's not so much on what you actually did to the patient. Ito yung sinasabi ko. So, meron ho ako mga kliyente na sa masterclass. Ito hong masterclass ko, this is a 10-month session with them. I go to them every month. This is what I tell many of my masterclass. Sa PhilHealth ho, sa insurance, it is not so much kung ano yung ginawa ni Doc. In fact, hindi nga nila kilala yung doktor eh. In fact, hindi importante sa kanila yung pangalan at ginawa ni Doc. Ang importante sa insurance, kung ano yung isinulat ninyo at ipinadala sa kanila. So that's the logic of if it was captured and if it was documented and communicated to them. Even if you have all the superhero subspecialists in the country, if it's not written, documented, and transmitted accurately, okay, hindi ko kayo babayaran ng tama. Ganun ho yun. Because this is all about documentation now. Yung DRG is at the bedside. Ang laro ho, nasa bedside. Hindi ho sa claims office. Okay? So, ang logic ho ng DRG payment, okay, will start doon ho sa patient care. Okay? Then, you need to write it down and make sure you can actually submit it to PhilHealth. Now, to simplify things, no, may inadmit ka na pasyente. So, eto yon. Yung pasyente ho ninyo toxic. So, meron kang primary illness, meron kang complication, may comorbidity ka, and then all of these were converted into ICD-10 codes. Ang daming procedure na ginawa. Meron kang labs, meron kang diagnostics, meron kang minor surgery or major surgery, and then yung length of stay is a little bit long, and you have identified the DRG. And naturally, it is easily extracted the age, the date of birth, the weight of the patient, and the gender. Ito po ang sinasabi ko sa mga kliyente ko. Okay? Alam na ho nila ito nung mga nag-masterclass. Ayan. So, yung mga nabanggit ko, karamihan sa kanila ho, nag-training yan sa akin. If you can actually document the primary, the complication, the comorbidities, and the procedure done, you need now to provide the proof as well. Okay? Ulitin ko Si Doc nag-diagnose ng CAP-MR. Ano ba yung proof? Yung X-ray. Yan yung mga hinihingi ni PhilHealth. O let us say si Doc nag-diagnose ng pneumonia. And then, meron pang ibang sakit yung pasyente niya, diabetic. Then, so kung isasama mo yung diabetes ng pasyente, make sure meron kang proof. Okay? Nag-FBS ka ba? Or ano pang blood test ang ginawa mo? Okay? And kailangan may treatment. Pagpalagay na natin, meron pang TB yung pasyente, ongoing yung PTB treatment niya. So, principal mo is pneumonia, may DM ka. O, ano ba yung proof mo ng diabetes, ng TB? O, isulat mo rin doon. Okay? Now, in the event na na-intubate yung pasyente, you need now to provide the proof. Okay? Ano ba ang, when the patient is in acute respiratory failure, okay? Ano ba yung ginagawa ng ating mga doktor to help the patient? What do you do? Okay? What procedure, okay? Ang ginagawa ninyo just to save the patient if the patient is in respiratory failure. May I know, okay? Can anyone type it here? Okay? The patient, okay, in respiratory failure, ano ho yung kailangan ninyong gawin sa pasyente? Okay, Doc, thank you. Diba? So, kailangan natin ng intubation. So, yung intubation ngayon is a procedure. Okay? So, yung procedure na yan, pag intubate ninyo, okay, meron din yung kaakibat na code. So, ngayon, thank you very much po, no? Nag-intubate ho kayo, isang procedure na yan. So, i-attach mo ngayon sa MEC vent. Diba? Okay, thank you po. So, yung mechanical ventilator na yan, may time din ho na binabantayan. 96 hours is the keyword there, is the key number. Is it less than 96 hours or is it more than 96 hours? Okay, magbabago yung payment. So, thank you very much. So, nag-intubate na ho kayo, Doc, di ba? Ano ngayon yung gagawin ninyo? Okay? Pag-intubate at nag-hook kayo sa bed, ano ho yung gagawin ninyo next? Okay? Anybody? Oh, intubated na. What is next? Okay, thank you, Doc. Di ba? Okay, thank you po. So, mag-ABG. So, ngayon, yan din yung procedure. Okay? Okay, thank you po. Pag ABG ninyo, so, respiratory failure na yung pasyente ninyo. What is now the procedure done? Di ba? So, maglalagay ka ng RVS code ngayon ng intubation. So, hook to MEC vent. And then, nag-ABG. So, meron ka ding code for that. Now, since magsusulat ka man lang pala din ng code na ganyan, ano yung proof? Di ba yung result? Ano yung proof na nag-MEC vent ka? Selfie? So, yan ho, ganun ang proof. Now, I'll go back to the slide. Ang sinasabi ko lang ho dito, okay, ganito ba ang hihingin sa inyo? Probably yes, probably no. But this is what is being implemented in other countries. Sa ibang bansa ho, hindi siya 112 and 20. Sa ibang bansa, unlimited. Okay? Basta may proof ka lang. So, naigawa ni Doc yung management. Kasi yan naman yung trabaho ni Doc, di ba? Ang trabaho ngayon ng nurse, okay, is to reinforce kung ano yung ginawa ni Doc. What does reinforce mean? So, yung reinforce na sinasabi ko, ganito po ha, the more severe the illness, the bigger the pay. Kung toxic yung pasyente ninyo, mas malaki yung bayad. For as long as you can provide a proof. So, here comes the nursing service. Ano ba yung role nila? Sa ibang bansa ho, hinihingi yung nurses' notes. Okay? So ngayon, yung nurses play a very significant role in trying to reinforce kung ano ba, toxic ba talaga yung pasyente. Okay, nag-intubate si Doc. Merong clinical diagnosis si Doc. Yung nurse, meron ho silang nursing diagnosis. The nursing notes or the nurse's diagnosis should complement yung ginawa ni Doc. Yan yung isang proof. Okay? Yan ba hihingi ni PhilHealth? Probably yes, probably no. Okay? We'll see. Now, I'll go back to the slide. So ngayon, isinulat mo na lahat. Meron ka pang proof. So, you need now to use the grouper. Yung grouper ho, ito ho yung software na ipapagamit sa inyo. Libre ba ito? May bayad ba ito? Okay. Yung grouper ho na unang ipapagamit sa inyo, hiniram ho yan sa sponsor country which is Thailand. Eventually, si PhilHealth gagawa ng sariling grouper. So, the next you need to know is who will encode all the information in the grouper. Nakita nyo ho sa slide, ito. Sino ba ito? Doktor ba ito? Residente ba ito? O clerk ba ito? O nurse ba ito? So, depende. Sa mga masterclass ko na kliyente, napag-usapan na ho namin sino ang best na pwedeng paupuin dito. Okay? Because this person gets to see if all the information listed here na ginawa ni Doc ay tama ba or does it align to everything? Okay. So, if the doctor was able to list all of these and then encoded in the grouper ho, okay, will analyze all the information. Dito ngayon, papasok yung cost. So, ano ba yung cost? Okay? Si PhilHealth ho has conducted costing analysis already. Okay? Continuous ho yan. So ngayon, mag-a-assign lang ho sila ng relative weight. So, if ang combination ay ganito, may specific na relative weight yan. If the combination is like this, may specific na relative weight yan. So, it will be multiplied on a fixed base rate. So, wag ho kayong mag-alala. Meron kang relative weight, meron kang base rate. Wag kayong mag-worry dyan, okay? Nice to know lang muna yan ngayon. Ang sinasabi ko lang, meron silang computation. Okay? So, pag na-compute ho yan ng grouper, it will now produce a code. And that code will lead now to how much are you going to be paid. So, is that the simplest way? Okay? Ang ini-explain ko ho sa inyo is yung napaka-basic lang ho na framework on how does DRG work. Of course, meron pa yung ibang mga add-on na dapat ko i-discuss. But if I'm going to add it, baka malito kayo. Dito lang muna ho tayo ngayon. Okay? Kaya ang sinasabi ko, Hindi ho exclusive na ganyan lang. Meron pa hong iba. But for purposes of initial discussion, it is something like that. Okay? So, makita nyo ngayon, yung primary and all the information, you need to prepare that and you need to use the grouper and then the grouper will analyze it. So, okay? Question. Type 1 kung naintindihan ninyo. Type 2 if hindi ho ninyo naintindihan, may I know ho. If naintindihan ba ninyo? Okay, maraming salamat ho. We have one. Ma'am Marge, alam mo na yan, matagal. Okay, Ma'am Marge. Maayong hapon, taga Cebu. Okay. Okay, no? So we have one. Okay. Doc Royce, good afternoon. You're here. Okay, for our Iloilo friends. Okay. Good afternoon. Kung gusto nyo magpaturo ho, okay, tawagan nyo si Doc Royce. Okay. Si Doc Royce ho ang tirador sa claims sa Iloilo. Okay. Thank you for joining, Idol. So, okay, let us proceed. Now, eto ngayon. So, kung ang ugat ho ng information ay galing sa doktor, so this is now the key. Yung documentation is the basis of payment. Now, I want you to analyze this. I just simplified it. Kung gusto nyo hindi magka-problema yung bayad sa inyo, di ba? Ito, inilatag natin. The dark blue boxes, yan yung manggagaling sa chart at sino ba talaga ang author na yan. Kasi kung ano yung primary illness mo, which is 1, kung ano yung secondary illness mo, which is you can list up to 12 if there are any, and the procedure is 20, ang source ho na yan is nakasulat dyan sa third column. Di ba? Saan ba galing ang primary illness? O yan. Saan ba galing ang secondary? Nandyan. Yung procedure, saan? O ganun. So, ang question ko sa inyo, okay? Majority ng information na kailangan sa grouper para mabayaran kayo sa DRG, if you analyze that, saan ho galing ang information? Majority of it, you can actually see it on the third column. Sino ang source ng pinakamarami ho? Okay? Can you write it there? Kanino galing yung mga information? Sino po ang pinakamarami? Okay? Okay. Di ba? The doctors and the nurses. Thank you po. The MD and the RN. So, maraming salamat. MD, RN. The doctor and the nurses. Kasi kanila galing yung clinical. Okay? The doctor and the nurses. Ito po ang question ko sa inyo. Kung galing pala sa doktor at sa nurse, ano sa tingin ninyo ang simplest way, okay, na makaprepare kayo sa DRG? Sinong unahin ninyo na turuan ng DRG? Okay? Yan yung tanong ko. Okay? Kung sila pala, okay, anong kailangan nyong gawin? Okay. 'Di ba? Thank you po. Do you agree? Okay? Kung kung kanila pala galing ang information sa doctors and sa nurses, what's the best thing to do? Sino yung unahin ninyong i-train sa DRG? Okay? Natural, di sila. Kasi sa kanila galing. Okay? Okay, thank you po. The doctors and the nurses. So, okay? I need to drive you at that point para maintindihan ninyo. Okay? So, thank you po. So, yung DRG ho is not about the claims office anymore. Ulitin ko ha. The DRG is not about the claims office anymore. Thank you po. It's all about what's happening at bedside. Sino nasa bedside? The doctors and the nurses. Sa kanila galing yung 112 and 20. So, you might as well train them. So, ganun ho yun. Okay? Now, let us proceed. So, next po is a classic example. So, ito yon. Yung clinical documentation output, ito ang classic ho. So, ang pasyente mo na-admit. The primary diagnosis is nag-MI. Ano yung proof or the evidence? It's there. The cardiac enzyme, the ECG. Then the secondary illness. Okay? You have CAP-MR. What's the evidence? You have now the chest X-ray. The next secondary diagnosis is DM. What's the evidence? Okay? Hahanapan din kayo ng FBS or the HbA1c. And then probably may ARF. Okay? Ano ang kailangan sa ARF? Very basic. The serum creat. And then may hypertension, ano yung evidence, di ba? So ganun din, the BP monitoring. And then may dialysis na ginawa. So you now have, as the supporting document is the dialysis sheet. Now what's the logic here? For as long as may ginawa ho kayo, just make sure na may proof. Yan yung kailangan ituro sa ating doctors. Yan yung kailangan ituro sa ating nurses. Okay? Because you're going to collate that after ng doctors and nurses. Ito po. So, why hospital leaders, they need to pay attention. Ang DRG ho is not a claims or it is not a billing department project. Hindi na ho ito pang claims. Hindi na ho ito pang billing. Okay? It is a hospital-wide transformation. Bakit? Because it touches every department and every leader. It involves the doctors, it involves the nurses, it involves the medical records. ICD-10 will come from them, completion of the chart will come from them. The coding and the IT, excuse me. Then you have the finance and the claims office, di ba? And of course, top management. Now, ang DRG, hindi lang ho ngayon ito pang billing office or pang claims. So every department plays a very significant role. DRG will eventually drive better outcomes. So, yan yung kailangan ho ninyong maintindihan. Hindi ho ito pang billing, hindi ho ito pang claims. So, ito po. Take an image of this or take a screenshot of this. Okay? Ito po ito yung sinabi ko kanina. In the middle of everything, I will have a short survey, a 3 or 4 question lang, and then if you take it, we will give a free giveaway sa inyo. Okay? And hopefully, we can have something good out of this video, and we will provide a replay of the session that we have right now. Okay? Now, I call this the DRG revenue engine. Okay? Ito yung makina ng DRG. I want you to analyze it. Again, everything starts in patient admission. Natural. Pag inadmit nyo yung pasyente, this is where clinical documentation is the next step. The nurses and the doctors, okay, play a critical role. So, eto sila ngayon, pag MGH, they need now, the goal is 1, 12, and 20. Ang question, kaya ba nilang isulat yung 1, 12, and 20? Kaya ba nilang isulat yung proof ng 1, 12, and 20? Okay? And then, you need to collate that, and after collating it, you need now, okay, isa lang ho sa DRG grouper. The DRG grouper will then analyze it based on the case weight, and you will have your claim, you send it to PhilHealth and for payment. And then that is now your hospital revenue. Again, ang importante ho dito, paano nyo ngayon makuha yung 1, 12, and 20? Lalo na sa level 2 at sa level 3. Okay? Now, Ito yon. So, what is the one output that every DRG-ready hospital must provide? So, top management should understand, okay? You need now, okay, to understand the 1, 12, and 20 framework. Yan ho yung isa sa pinaka-importante na output na kailangan na makuha ninyo. Kung makaya, of course, yung 12, di ba? Eh, pag wala namang 12, no need to go with the 12 or the 20. The 1, 12, and 20 is basically principal. You have the 12 comorbidities and complication and the procedures. That is the one output that you must understand and you must achieve. So, the executive question is this. If this is what DRG requires, what should the hospital leaders do now? Ano yung kailangan nyong gawin ngayon? Diba? So, okay? Hospital leaders, this is the time you need to act. Okay? Ang question lang, handa ba kayo? Okay? So, the biggest mistake is this. The common assumption is that many hospitals assume ang DRG is para lang sa claims. Pinasa ko na yan sa head ng claims namin. Pinasa ko na yan sa quality assurance group namin. Okay? So the claims team handles the paperwork, the coders submit the codes, the finance monitors the payment, everyone else continues as normal. The assumption is the most costly or the biggest mistake. Okay? Kung yan ho ang mindset ng top management ninyo at ipinasa lang ito sa isang opisina at ginawa itong project, okay, believe me, okay, malulugi ho kayo. Because the reality here is this. On the other side, please take note of this. DRG is all about clinical documentation improvement. Ang CDI, this is the clinical documentation improvement. This is, okay, a standard way to capture accurate, okay, clinical data. So, kailangan yung nurses ninyo at doktor dumaan sa isang CDI training. Okay? Physician documentation, case management. Ano bang ibig sabihin nun? You need to ensure the appropriate length of stay. Okay? Yan, dyan na naman tayo sa length of stay, ha? Huwag niyong kalimutan yung length of stay. Sa insurance, so, hindi talaga mawala yung length of stay. Kasi the more severe the illness, ang isang palatandaan na yan, it is an indirect measure. Indirect measure. Kung toxic yan at pinauwi mo ng maaga, ibig sabihin, hindi toxic yan. Ganun lang kasimple yung case management logic. Toxic ang pasyente, ang management mo ay toxic, okay, ibig sabihin, kung umuwi yan ng isang araw lang at ng 2 araw, hindi kumpleto ang management. Hindi kayo babayaran ng tama. So that is the case management logic. Okay? So, may CDI. Kailangan yung physician documentation, case management, quality reporting, coding. The finance and the claims should play a very... pag naghama ho, meron ding ibang computation yan. Okay? So paghama, ngayon sa case rate, iba-iba kasi yung region eh. Pag naghama yan, sa ibang region, binabayaran. Sa ibang region, tinatanong. Okay? Sa ibang region, hindi bayad. Pero sa DRG ho, pag nag-home against medical advice, there is also something there that the computation will change kasi umuwi against medical advice. Okay? That's what is being implemented in other countries po. So, no need to worry about the HAMA. Okay? Now, eto ngayon, the DRG does not start in the claims office. You need now to understand, if you're from top management, if you own a hospital, if you're a board member, if you are the finance, if you are the medical director, you're welcome po. If you basically are a board member, if you're the CEO, COO, or a chief of clinic, DRG okay, does not start in the claims office. Ang DRG ho begins sa admission at sa bedside. So, ito ngayon ang journey ng pasyente, okay? Ito. So, from the admission, you capture the demographics properly. Here, the physician and the nurses, the principal diagnosis and the clinical data, you need to capture that. The ancillary guys, ito yung mga kaibigan natin sa lab, sa radio, sa pharmacy. Okay, you need to capture everything accurately. And then the case management, as I said kanina, the medical records, you need to comply it, okay, properly. And pag naka-MGH na at nagawan na po ng diagnosis, convert it into ICD codes. At the ICD codes, at the procedure codes, dyan ho gagamitin sa grouper. And then, the finance and the claims will follow. So, what is the logic of the slide? The life cycle begins at admission. Kung ang clinical information ho, mali sa umpisa pa lang, lahat ho yan mali na. Ulitin ko dahil ang life cycle ho, nag-umpisa talaga yan sa admission at sa bedside. Kung mali ho yan sa unang part pa lang, lahat ho yan mali. So it becomes, okay, a problem. So make sure, okay, yung clinical journey ng pasyente, dalawa yan clinical journey and the operational journey. Dapat tama ang trabaho. Dapat tama, okay, ang information, kasi yan ho yung ibibigay ninyo kay PhilHealth. Okay? So, I want you to observe that. Okay? Meron yang clinical and the operational journey. Now, eto. What if wala ho kaming gawin, Doc? Depende sa inyo. Okay? So, here's the difference. If your hospital will wait, okay? So, it's like saying, alam na ninyo, may bagyo na darating, and then wala kang ginawa. So, naturally, okay, a lot of difficult things will happen. Okay? Facing the storm unprepared, doctors, unprepared yung documentation requirements, incomplete ang clinical records, yung workflow sablay, increase ang errors and return. Okay? Poor coordination ng department. Yung leadership, okay, starts to scramble because hindi nila alam yung gawin. Now, compared it now with a hospital who has prepared so many things. At alam na nila, bago lumabas yung circular. Doctors are trained already. The workflow are actually being planned and for operational implementation. They have tested the system. The leadership mindset is fixed already. Financial risk are identified and there are contingencies. So, ang transition ho, mabubuhay talaga sila. Yun ang difference. So, ang question, sana, okay, maghanda ho kayo. Okay? So, this is now the hidden problem. Okay? Revenue may not reflect the care that you provided. Okay? Anong ibig sabihin na to? Ang problema ho, okay, is ganito. Yung ibabayad sa inyo may not actually equate to the services that you actually provided. Why? Kung sakasakali hong may pasyente kayo na toxic, excellent care was given to the patient. Okay? Now, the problem is the complexity was not captured. So the payment, okay, is low because it does not reflect yung effort. So ang konsepto ho, okay, yung bayad sa inyo, ito yung magiging problema. It may not actually equate to the actual thing that you should be paid. Kasi di ba ang goal ng DRG, sabi natin kanina, mabayaran kayo ng tama. Yan naman talaga yung motibo eh. So pero kapag hindi ho ninyo isinulat, okay, the doctors and the nurses provided excellent care. sa level ng ward, na-train sila, nagawa nila, in fact, nabuhay ang pasyente. Okay? Congratulations. Now, the problem is that was the severity and the complexity of the case, was it really captured, documented, and transmitted properly? Kasi kung hindi ho yan na-capture ng tama, hindi pa rin kayo babayaran ng tama. Okay? So, kailangan ba real time? I think hindi ho. Okay? Yung sinabi ho ninyong, pag sinabing real time, gagawin mo ngayon, and then isasubmit sa kanila, today? No. I think, sa opinion ko, ang magbabago lang naman yung back end eh. Yung back end, ibig sabihin, yung front end, nag-admit kayo, and then, na-manage yung pasyente, nag-MGH si doc, magbibill kayo. So, from there, sa pag-bill ninyo, dapat, okay, dapat ho, semi-ready na, or semi-na-analyze na ninyo ano yung 112 and 20. So, pag MGH ni doc, na-analyze na yung 112 and 20. Okay? Kasi pag nag-bill ho kayo, okay, malamang ang prediction ko, pag nag-bill kayo, gagamitin na ninyo yung grouper. Kasi doon kayo magkukuha ng deduction ninyo. And then the grouper will basically give you the figure. Ganito. Mga evaluator po, ganda naman ang pangalan nyo, Mars. Evaluators. Ano ibig sabihin ng, Mars? Ito ba yung hospital ni, doktora, Ano ibig sabihin ng MHARS? Ito, kayo ba yung sa, kay doktor, sino ito? Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you po. Mali pala yung aking naisip. Kayo nga, sa anong lugar nyo? Yung grupo ni doktora. I'm sorry. Doc, I'm sorry. Usamis. Tama. Okay. So, ganito. Maganda yung tanong ninyo. Okay. So, ganito siya, sa mga kaibigan natin sa Usamis. So, si grouper, okay, kasi ito, hindi ko na na-explain eh. Si grouper ho, wala ho yan siyang feelings. Si grouper, what you see is what you get. Kung anong inilagay mo doon, okay, yun lang i-analyze niya. So, hindi ho kayo sa ibang bansa, hindi ho kayo maglalagay doon ng, for example, nag-MI, doc, no? MI, isasalang ba ninyo yung cardiac enzyme result doon at isasalang nyo ba yung ECG result? Hindi. So, yung ICD-10 lang. So, let us say, nag-dialysis, isasama ba ninyo yung serum creatinine na result doon? In other countries, no. All you need to encode are the ICD-10. ICD-10 and the procedure codes, the age, the weight, no, and the length of stay and the status. Okay? Yung gender nga, 1 or 2 lang yan eh. 1, male, 2. Ganito. Sunod, actually, nasa libro yan. Kung pwede ko lang, ibigay ko sa inyo yung libro ng Thailand. Pero hindi ko niyo maintindihan eh. So, yes or no lang yan eh. So, kung ang question ninyo ay real time and then do we need to prepare all of the results? Sa opinion ko, hindi. Okay? Ang kailangan nyo lang is the one principal na diagnosis with the ICD-10. If you have the 12, all of the ICD-10 of those, and if you have 20 procedures, all the RVS of those, and age, weight, gender, length of stay, and those, and then the grouper will simply analyze it. It has no feelings. Okay? So kung mali yung ICD-10 code mo, disgrasya lahat yan. Okay? So ngayon, sino ba yung nagko-code? Di ba? O yung clinical, galing sa doktor. Nag-MGH kayo. Nilista ninyo 112 and 20. Ang question ngayon, yung ICD coder ninyo. Okay? Updated ba? So kaya damay ho dito yung ICD coder. Kung yung ICD coder ninyo ay wala nang update yan. Okay? Gaya nung sa hospital na experience namin, laking bulaga, di ba, ma'am? Di ba, ma'am? Laking bulaga na yung ICD-10 may problema. So ngayon, lahat ng code mali. So, Yan yun. Okay, I hope. Si Doc Marquez, is there a required form to submit the 1, 12, and 20? Doc Marquez, yung 1, 12, and 20, meron akong shortcut na yan para sa nag-master class. Pero yung 1, 12, and 20 ninyo, manggagaling ho yan sa CF5. Di ba? Buksan nyo yung CF5, nandun yung mga boxes eh. Nandun yung mga boxes, 1, 12, and 20. Yan yung para kay PhilHealth. Pero sa operations, while hindi pa kayo nag-prepare ng claim, you need to have your own. Kaya ho, Doc, yung mga nag-masterclass ko, meron silang papel. Saan mo ililista? The next best question is, saan mo ilista yung 1, 12, and 20? Wala ho yan sa existing chart ninyo. Yung mga kliyente ko ho, marami sa kanila kasi naka-BizBox. So, alam na ni BizBox yung hinihingi nila. So, binago na, okay? Yung front sheet, okay? So, if halimbawa po, Doc, hindi properly follow yung DRG maapektuhan, yes po, Maricel Robles, tama ho kayo. Kung mali yung arrangement ng 1, 12, and 20, disgrasya yan. There's a study done in Malaysia. Okay? The biggest error of hospitals in Malaysia, DRG, is mali ang secondary illnesses. Yan ang number 1 biggest mistake ho nila. The number 2 biggest mistake sa Malaysia, in the study that was conducted, the next biggest problem, mali yung primary diagnosis. Meron hong ganyan. So, depende ngayon yan sa pag-arrange po ninyo. Okay? O yan. So, alam na rin ho nung mga nag-masterclass ko yan. So, okay, I'll proceed po ha. So, basically, ito yon. Now, DRG creates winners and strugglers. Either mananalo kayo, lalaki yung bayad ninyo, or gagapang kayo. So the hospitals that prepare early, ito silang panalo. Now, if the hospital will not prepare, definitely ho, I bet you, gagapang ho kayo. You will react under pressure. You will react on time constraints. You will rush the training. You will have poor retention. Okay? You will miss the revenue and you will have operational disruption and you will struggle to catch up. Ganito ho yan ha. Nung in-implement namin yung partial case rate, may problema kami. Nung in-implement namin yung all case rate, hindi ready yung system. I'm going to say that. Hindi ho talaga ready. Lumabas yung circular, implement tomorrow, implement next month. Dumaan na yung araw. Wala ho akong system. Ako yung head ng claim. Sabi ko, saan yung system? So when I started to freak out, ayan si Doc Royce, nagalit din yan. Nasaan? Nandito ba si Doc Royce? Galit din si Doc Royce kasi wala din siyang system. But, ang sabi sa akin, di ba, Doc Royce? Ang sabi sa amin, Doc Ben, Doc Royce, relax lang. May 60 days pa naman eh. Ha? 60 days? Okay. So, hopefully, it will not be like that. Hopefully, si PhilHealth nakapaghanda na. Hopefully, si PhilHealth ready na. Okay? What if hindi? So, ang point ko ho, si PhilHealth will have their own learning curve. So, kaya, it's better to create the mistakes today than create the mistakes when the circular is already out. How we are going to do that? Kaya ho yung sa masterclass ko, okay? Ay, no comment ho ako dyan. Sorry po ah. Doon sa nagtanong, okay. Mahirap na ho mag-comment. Baka may magalit, okay? Yun yung mga taga-usamis ng mga kaibigan natin. Doc, baka masagot nyo si Zoom user. Okay? So thank you very much for saving me. Okay? Balik ako sa slide. Gagapang ho kayo. Kaya, ang ginawa ho namin sa masterclass, okay, we started, nag-no comment. Okay. So, okay, intindihin nyo na lang. Kahit ako, I will not say anything. Baka magalit yung mga kaibigan ko. Saan na ako? Ayun. So, sa mga masterclass ho na ginawa namin, nag-simulate na ho kami. What is that all about? So, pinatakbo na ho namin from admitting ER to the ward to the ICU and all the departments. Nag-simulate na kami. Pinatakbo na namin. The nurses were there, the residents were there, all clinical departments were there. Nag-simulation ho kami. Kasi dyan nyo lang makita kung magkakamali ba kayo or hindi. If you're going to do it first, second, or third month, definitely gagapang ho kayo. So, hihingi kayo ng tulong kay PhilHealth. What if PhilHealth, okay, is still on their learning curve? Okay? Yung mga empleyado nun, pinag-aaralan din nila yung kanilang system. Hindi ho kayo mabigyan ho ng oras. Okay? So, I hope mali ako. I hope handa din sila. Okay? Just to be fair for our friends sa PhilHealth. Now, the next thing that you need to understand, why is it that top management cannot delegate DRG completely? Hindi ho kasi pwedeng yung may-ari ng hospital, yung admin or the chief, will just pass it on to one department as a project or as if it's just a simple thing. It's going to be very difficult. Kaya ang sinasabi ko ho, there is no single department that holds the key to a DRG success. Hindi ho pwedeng ipasa sa isang opisina yan. It should really come from the top. Why? Because it's only top management who can actually cross all the offices without any hindrance. Ipasa mo sa billing section yan. Ipasa nyo ang trabaho na mag-set up ng DRG sa claims office. Do you think they can demand anything from the doctors? Of course not. Do you think they can demand something from the nursing service? Probably they will comply initially, but the succeeding activities, they will not. You need to ask top management, okay? It should start from them. Okay? Yan ang sinasabi ko. Kasi it covers IT, quality assurance, admin, medical staff, nursing, finance, and claims. Okay? So now, the leadership challenge is this. So, hospital leaders must begin asking honest and uncomfortable questions about the state of readiness. This is not about the blaming anybody, it's about clarity. May structure na ba kayo ngayon? Are your doctors and nurses trained? Is the system or the information system ready to support the DRG workflow? What about operational and financial risk? Okay? So, handa ba kayo? What about the operational gaps? Okay? So, yan yung kailangan ninyong balikan. Kailangan ninyong tutukan. So, the cost of waiting. So, the problem here is if you wait until the last minute, okay, magkakaproblema ho kayo. So, you need to start early, prepare it systematically. For example, policies and governance. You do it in 3 to 6 months. I-train nyo yung doktor ninyo. You still have time. Okay? So, yung workflow ninyo, you still have time. Okay? Nakalagay ho dyan, 2 to 4 months pwedeng gawin. System upgrades. Okay? Check nyo na. If you wait until the last minute, okay, magpapanik ho kayo. Rushed policies, weak governance, yung documentation and gaps. Okay? System failure at marami hong problema. And then, sinong tututok ho nun? Okay? So, what does an IT system that is DRG ready look like? So, Doc, ganito. Sino yung provider ninyo? Tanungin na ninyo. Okay? Handa na ba tayo sa 1, 12, and 20? Kung isasagot niya, Doc, we already have the DRG shadow billing. Start ho kayo doon, Doc. Gawin niyo yung DRG shadow billing. Kasi yun lang naman ang unang na-prepare ni PhilHealth. But, kailangan yung top management ninyo, aware din kayo. How are you now going to collect the 1, 12, and 20? How are you going to simplify it sa mga doktor ninyo? How will the nurses reinforce the 112 and 20? Operational na ho yan, Doc. 'Di ba? So, are you going to automate it? Are you going to do it manually? Okay? So, usually, yung malalaking provider, may idea na sila. But it's a little bit expensive, of course. So, you can explore it with your provider, sir. Okay. So, the cost of waiting is a little bit problematic. So, I really do hope most of you will act. Now, the opportunity for being prepared. Better documentation, stronger governance, enhanced visibility, and stronger claim system. Kung ready ho kayo, even if hindi ready si PhilHealth, at least ho, okay, minimal ang damage. Kasi may idea na kayo. Just imagine this. Hindi na kayo ready. And then, sana hindi magkatotoo, hindi pa sila ready yung regional office ninyo. It's going to be a disaster. Okay? So, hopefully, may time pa ho kayo, dapat handa ho kayo. Okay? Now, the executive question, if hospital leaders must act now, ano ba yung kailangan gawin namin? 'Di ba? So, ito yung pag-uusapan natin. 'Di ba? Napakahaba nung introduction. So, the 7 action steps. Okay? These are the 7 pillars that you need to understand. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and up to 7. Ito. Number 1, you need to create a DRG Executive Command Center, or call it whatever you want, a DRG Steering Committee. So, dapat manggaling sa top management. Kasi as I said, yung DRG Executive Committee or Command Center, it's only top management who can cross all the departments of the hospital. Hindi mo pwedeng ipasa yan sa isang department at gawing project. Okay? Okay. Hindi. Kung meron ho kayong UHC department, di ba? Pwede ho, kasi ideally, the UHC department may nakaupo na taga-top management dyan. Okay? So, pwede ho doon, sir. Di ba? Galing naman. Okay, congratulations. So, now, if you have that command center or if you have that committee already, di ba? You need to understand who owns DRG. Sino ba ang may-ari? Okay? And who monitors the readiness? Who will resolve the issue? And who will report the progress? So, ang punto ho dito, you create your group, okay? Call it whatever you want, and you need to plan and strategize. Okay? So, importante ho talaga. Kasi kung hindi ho kayo gagalaw, ba't gagalaw yung iba? Okay? Yung mga under ho sa inyo. Is this applicable to the medical diagnosis for the surgery, tangible procedures, so no need for diagnosis? Sandali, Doc, ha? Hindi na, Doc, hindi ko masyado maintindihan. Kung if you're referring to yung medical diagnosis for surgery, so, yung surgery ho, meron silang procedure codes. Yeah. Yung ano po, yung surgery ho, may procedure codes. You also need to capture that. And then, yung medical, meron silang ICD codes. You need to capture that. Yan ho yung isasalang ho doon sa grouper. Okay? And then the grouper will analyze. So, I hope nasagot, Doktora. So, why leadership must lead the DRG? Again, the success requires leadership because it's top management who will align the key departments. Yung top management ho talaga, okay? Ang kailangan para ho ipagdugtong at they need to link all the departments. If you're a level 2 or if you're a level 3, you need top management to lead this. Kasi hindi pwedeng makinig yung doktor sa hindi top management. Okay? So you need to have one goal, one leader, one plan, and one result. Now, if you have this team, you are now compelled to to be more aware than all of the people in the hospital about DRG. Kasi kayo yung maglilid eh. Kayo yung magpa-plan. Kayo yung mag-strategize. So you will now be obligated na mas marami yung alam ninyo. So ibig sabihin, mag-aaral ho dapat kayo. Okay? Now, hindi naman ho ganun ka-complicated yun eh. So, next, action number 2. Ang sabi natin kanina, everything happens sa bedside. Sino na sa bedside? The doctors and the nurses. Action number 2 for top management. Train your doctors. Ang claims processing ho, ang pinapadala ninyong papel kay PhilHealth, okay, ang pinapadala, the things that you transmit to PhilHealth through e-claims, 80% of that is clinical. And most of it comes from the doctors. So, simple. Okay? Doctors are the origin point of every DRG claim. So, the doctor, the clinical assessment, and the decision making, yung documentation, kanya din. So, yung 11220 and the clinical justification, kanya din ho yan. So, ang revenue is basically anchored sa trabaho niya. So, logic will tell you is that the first or the easiest thing after creating your executive team or whatever command center you call it is the doctors. And nandyan naman yung doktor, isama nyo na yung nurses kasi kailangan synchronize ho sila. Okay? So, doctors matter more than most leaders realize. Kasi ho, sa kanila galing yung clinical story. It starts from them. Documentation, accurate capture, proper coding, accurate payment is all about their output. So if you hire doctors, okay, ito yung mga nagmo-moonlight sa mga level 2 at level 1. Eh kung maglalagay ho kayo ng doktor na medyo doon sa ER ninyo, expect ho, ganun din ang output niya. So, again, you need now, okay, to create your strategy. So, what are the key documentation points pediatrician must record to capture pediatric severity? Okay. So, I would assume po you are a clinician. Simple lang ho, Doc. Okay? Kung ano yung diagnosis ninyo, okay? Ano yung gold standard na, hindi, kung ano yung diagnosis ninyo, make sure the admissibility information is there. Why did you admit the patient? The signs and symptoms should be there. Next, it should match, the management should match the CPG. So, ibig sabihin ho, gold standard labs, gold standard diagnostics, and gold standard procedures. Ganun lang. Kasi, sa insurance lang ho kasi ito. Yan lang yung hinihingi ng insurance eh. Na sana, the word is sana, sundin ninyo yung CPG. Parang ganun lang ho yung gusto ng mga insurance. Okay? So, documentation points, yun na po. Okay? If you're talking of neonatal sepsis, okay, nakasulat ho lahat yan doon. Then yan ho yung ilalagay natin ngayon sa CF4. So ngayon yung CF4, papalitan ho yan ha. Papalitan yan ng glorified DRG clinical abstract. Katulad lang ho ng CF4 yan. So, that is now another question. Sino ba ang gagawa nung summary, Doc? Diba? Yung doktor, nag-admit, we need now a good clinical story. Of course, yung ginawa ni Doc, hindi mo pwedeng ilagay sa clinical abstract lahat. So, you need now to have a very good narrative coming from what the doctor did. So, that is now another question. Sino bang gagawa nun? Okay? Where can we get trainers for our doctors and nurses? Okay, naunahan niyo po ako. Ano yung hospital ho ninyo po? May I know? You're welcome po. Jaime Calderon. May I ask ko, are you a level 2 facility? Okay, since you ask ho, after ho ng session na to, okay, I'm going to present an offer. This is specific training for clinicians, be it doctors or nurses. Okay? So, give me a few minutes po. So, okay lang ho yun, sir. Kung private hospital, even government hospital, yun, yung nasa Osamis, yung Mars Evaluator, DOH retained hospital ho yun sila. Napakalaking hospital ho nun. Yan ho yung mga siga ng Osamis. Okay? Yan ho yung ano, yan ho yung yan ho yung mga matapang sa sa DOH retained hospital doon. Kaya pinakikinggan sila ng mga doktor ho doon. So be it an LGU hospital, be it a DOH retained hospital or a private hospital, ano ho, it's basically the same approach ho yan. So I hope nasagot. I'm going to go back to the slide, sir. Thank you po. So, kaya ang punto ho dito, kailangan yung doktor matrain. Okay? So, the next slide is this, number 3. Right now, another thing that you can do without any cost sa inyo, no? Hindi na kayo gagastos. Identify nyo kung saan yung leak ninyo. Saan yung revenue leak? For example, if you analyze the slide, you analyze the image, isang tubo yan. Saan ba yung tagas? Return claims ba ninyo mataas? Yung mga procedures ba? Missing ba? Hindi ba yan na isusulat? So, do your assessment right now. Yung mga diagnosis ba ninyo, kumpleto ba yung comorbidities and complication? What about the documentation gaps? Okay? Relayed or incomplete charts. So, yan ho ang kailangan alamin ninyo as early as now para hindi ho kayo magka-problema. So, where does it often happen, no? So, meron ho yung mga revenue leaks during admission. Kulang ang information. Yung clinical care, kulang yung diagnosis. Medical services, incomplete ho ang data, incomplete yung records. Okay? Ancillary, services performed pero not recorded. Yung coding, mali. And of course, yung claims, na-return at na-deny. Bakit? So, you can actually analyze it. Now, action number 4, you need to strengthen yung CDI, the Clinical Document Improvement. So, what is CDI? So, it is a structured session. It is a structured process to achieve better documentation, to have accurate, complete documentation, very specific for the insurance. I-google ninyo yung CDI. So, actually ho, every year, gumagawa ho ako ng CDI na workshop or CDI na session. Okay? Right? This year, wala pa ho. Pero kasama ho ito sa master class namin. So, incorporated ho yung logic. So, from the clinical story, the intention is you need to have a DRG ready record. So, tama ho dapat lahat. Okay? So, ang CDI is hindi yan bago. Kung bago lang yan sa inyo, it's actually an old concept, pero the terms may be new to you. Okay? So, now, why documentation becomes a strategic asset? Kasi po, ang bayad sa inyo will now depend doon sa data na naisulat ninyo. Yung documentation for the hospital is for patient safety, quality monitoring, audit defense, and revenue. Okay? So, meron pa bang CDI? Meron pa po. Okay? So, it will basically be incorporated in SAM. So, ganun ho. So, thank you po for asking. Now, what is next? Action number 5. Again, ito po, related doon sa tanong ni Sir kanina. Review whether your HIS or your EMR is DRG ready. Yung inyo bang third-party IT provider, handa ba sila? Kasi kung sabihin natin handa si PhilHealth, handa ho kayo, kung hindi ho handa, yung third-party IT provider ninyo, useless ho yan lahat. So right now, make sure you talk to them. right now, you should also have an understanding na ano ba dapat ang readiness ng inyong HIS. Okay? Kasi tinanong ni Doc, ano ba ang the best? Okay? So, kausapin niyo ho sila. Okay? You demand something from them. Okay? So, yung diagnosis capture, kaya ba natin? Yung comorbidities, kaya ba? So again, ang isasagot dyan, Doc, nandun tayo sa shadow billing. I-try natin. And then you ask for more details. Okay? So you sit down with your own IT and then you communicate with the third IT provider ninyo or yung in-house IT ninyo. Okay? Kung kayo yung provider mismo. So, eto po malinaw ho ito kahit sa ibang bansa. Technology alone will not solve DRG. Yung technology dyan, yung EMR, pati yung IT natin na system, it is just a tool na will help you. But you need to have trained people. You need to have workflows that are working na ginawa ng mga tao ninyo. Okay? And you need to have policies and oversight and you need to have rules. Ito yung governance. So, ano ba ito, Doc Ben, yung governance? O, di ba? So, Ma'am Marge, nabasa na ba ninyo yung mga policies natin? So, yung mga nag-masterclass ho sa akin, okay? Kasama ho lahat ng policies dyan. Diyos ko, kahit ako, hindi ko mabasa lahat yan eh. Pero kasi, you need policies to guarantee implementation. Okay, so that is where governance comes in. And technology is just part of the ingredient. Okay, the four that's listed there must work together. Now, number 6, your DRG financial simulation is very important. So, mag-compute na ho kayo. Okay? Yung bang, subukan nyo lang mag-compute. Okay? Yung top 10 illness ninyo, yung 29,000 na pneumonia, okay? Magkano kita nyo dyan? So, you get the top 10 medical or the top 10 surgical procedures and then i-compute ninyo. So, what is your best number on that? Kumikita ba kayo o hindi? Kasi pag hindi ninyo kinumpute yan, hindi ninyo malalaman. Pag kinumputan kayo ni PhilHealth, okay, ang question dyan, tataas ba yung pneumonia o hindi? So, malamang tataas yan. For as long as you can provide the additional diagnosis. Okay? So, what are your high-volume cases? What are your high-risk cases? Sino ang may pinakamalaking impact? Ito. Gusto niyo malaman? Okay? Ito po whenever I do a simulation ng DRG, ito probably I'll be in region, I'll be somewhere in region sa magsa-simulate kami sa DOH retained facility ito. Meron kaming initial discussion ng isang DOH retained facility. It's a level 3 hospital, the biggest I think in the region. They would want to do a DRG simulation. Okay? So, gusto niyo malaman kung anong department ang dapat ninyong tutukan na it will hopefully guarantee kikita kayo? Okay? Type yes if you want to know. Okay? Type yes if you are interested to know ano yung department. Clinical department, So, eto, yung sa mga taga-Osamis, ito, yung DOH retained hospital doon, mag-simulate kami. So, tinatapos na lang nila yung requirements ng back. Okay. Ang critical dito, if you're a level 2 or a level 3, kahit level 1. Okay? Wag na ho yung region, sir. Baka magalit sila, in-announce ko. O yun, tama si Doktora. It's actually the IM department. Okay? So, lahat ng aking kliyente sa masterclass at nagpa-simulate, okay, may session talaga ako sa IM. Okay? Yung IM ho ang critical dyan. Okay, tama ho kayo, Doktora. Yung IM ho, kung magagaling yung, I'm not talking here about the sub-specialist. I'm talking here of the Gen IM who can actually list everything, even blindfolded. Okay? Yun. Yan ho yung susi dyan. Yung 12, in fact, kulang para sa kanila. So saan man yan? Yan na yung mga high risk ninyo. Yan yung mga ICU cases ninyo. Of course, you call the nephro, you call the cardio, you call the pulmo, and they will provide everything. Okay? But sino ba yung magko-collate na yan lahat? Okay? If you have a good IM team, that's very easy. Okay? Kaya ho inuupuan ko yan sila. There's a special time for the IM and sa simulation may isang umaga or may isang one afternoon ako sit down with them, the IM and the critical care unit na mga nursing. Okay? Kasi kailangan synchronize yung mindset nila. Kasi nga, yung DRG is not patient care anymore. It's revenue protection. Ulitin ko yung DRG, okay, is revenue protection yan. So, you need now to change the mindset of the clinician that whatever they write is revenue related. Kasi the doctors were never taught the concept of revenue, the concept of health finance, the concept of how to make money from health. They were never trained on that. So, if you want, tataas yung collection ninyo, okay, tutukan nyo yung IM. Kasi, sila ho yung nagsusulat ng napakarami. No offense sa iba I'm pretty sure meron din sa ibang department. Pero kasi sa hospitals, 90% of you guys, check nyo ang inyong admission rate. Parati ho talaga mataas ang IM. Okay? So kaya, tutukan nyo dun. I hope nakatulong. Okay, let us proceed. Now, next is this. Simulation matters. Financial simulation ho ito. Okay? So, mag-compute kayo and tingnan ninyo kung anong lalabas. Now, the last is shift leadership mindset. Ito yon. So, leadership ho is basically a strategic institutional transformation. And that transformation should come from top management. Kaya kinakailangan may revenue strategy, may operations, may governance, at may strategic planning. So, depende naman ho sa inyo yan. Kung napakalaki din yung hospital, kailangan ninyong upuan. Okay? Kailangan ninyong i-link lahat. Kailangan ninyong i-synchronize yung galaw ninyo. Okay? So, ito yung kanina na image. And I want you just to observe. Ang dinagdag ko lang is the 7 critical actions dito sa baba. Okay? You can take an image of this if you want, if you're interested. Again, the key here is the 1, 12, and 20. How are you going to have an accurate information on the 1, 12, and 20 and submit it to PhilHealth eventually? Okay? So, yan ho yung 1 to 7. Now, ito pa ho, ang karugtong, okay, if it's the same thing, that's 1, 2, 3, and up to 7 ho. Now, how many of these actions are already in place sa inyo? So, from 1 to 7, I'm pretty sure meron na kayo doon. Probably ang iba sa inyo na meron ng team, okay, meron ng konting background, okay, you have been assessing yung mga lugi, and then meron na kayong mga CDI na training. So, pagpatuloy nyo lang ho, tingnan niyo kung asan pa yung kulang, and hopefully, you get to complete everything. Okay? Again, yung top management ho kasi ang gagawa na yan. So, eto po, I wish to ask your permission if it's okay. No? May papakita lang ho ko sa inyo, probably a minute or two. Can I ask your permission? Please type yes if it's okay. Type no if you think, okay, maraming salamat ho. Ito, pakita ko lang ho sa inyo. So, now, ito ho yung tinanong ni Sir kanina. So, on June 30 and July 1, I think this is in the Tuesday and Wednesday ho ito, I will have a DRG clinical readiness workshop. Hindi ho ito exclusive. It is something like this. Okay? So this is a 45,000 two-day session with a maximum of 20 participants per hospital. Okay? This is limited po to 5 hospitals only. Kasi kung ang daming hospital ito, sobrang dami na. Okay? Now, ano ba ang meron dito? So, meron ho itong free na replay video at merong free PDF na summary. Now, what is this all about? Ganito po yan ha. To simplify things, ang sinasabi ko ho dito, maghanda kayo. And it should start from top management. So, I'm pretty sure yung top management started small action steps already. They may know it, they may not even know that it's related to DRG, but it's okay. So, ano ba ang hindi handa sa inyong lahat? Commonly ho, okay, except for those of you guys na nag-masterclass at nag-avail ng DRG simulation, ang hindi ho handa dito is yung doctors ninyo at yung nurses. Opo, this is online. Now, with that rate, it's 20 participants. So, 20 participants means you have 20 Zoom access na ibibigay kasi virtual. If you want, put everybody in a room and then isang account lang kayo, it's okay with us. Diba? Eh, kung isang room lang kayo, for all I know, 50 kayo, I don't mind. Okay? So, but ang amin lang is that if you will join, we will provide you with 20 Zoom access. Kasi paminsan si Doc nasa kabilang hospital, si Doc nagmamaneho, si Doc nasa clinic, si Doc natulog o whatever. So, may access. Now, why 20? Eh, Doc Ben, 50 yung doktor namin. You don't need to call everybody. You simply need to call doctors, yung mga point person ninyo. Okay? Sila muna yung unang turuan ninyo. Kung turuan ninyo lahat yan, and then half of them hindi naman makikinig, sayang. And then, okay, you identify sino yung tuturuan na doktor. Okay? Ang suggestion ko, samahan ninyo ng nurse. So, you need to have doctors and nurses who will be your DRG champion. Sila ho yung sa clinical side. Okay? So, kung top management ka, sino ba ang magiging eksperto dito aside sa top management? You need to identify a doctor. Ilan ba yan? 2, 3. Then you have the nursing side. Kasi sila ho yung dapat yun eh. So, virtual ho ito. Now, okay. Ito yung question ko. Meron ba dito sa inyo interested sa simulation? Now, yung simulation ho kasi, it's not for everybody. It's very, very expensive. Yung DRG simulation ho, ito yung kung matutuloy itong DOH retained. Okay? Oh, ito, sige, sa inyo, sa Usamis, ganito po. Nandiyan si doktora. Okay, Doc, ganito ha. Yung DRG simulation, 5 araw. Okay? Ah, ikaw ba yan? Okay. Doc, 5 araw. Dahil sa sobrang laki nila, sabi nung chief, hindi pwedeng 5. Gusto ko isama lahat ng doktor, residents, consultants, pati lahat ng nursing service. So, nag-extend kami. So, hindi lang siya 5. Sa ibang kliyente ko, 5 araw lang yan. 5 araw. So, 2 araw, I think, is the virtual. And then the 3 days is the actual. Okay? The actual simulation. I will be there. So, it's a case, then it's basically will run from the ER to nandyan lahat. Kaya, yung ER ninyo, may representative na doctor and nurses. Iakyat sa ward, may doctor and nurse. Napasok sa ICU, doctor and a nurse. And then we will review everything they did. Okay? Ito siya, Doc. Lahat ng templates, ibigay ko sa inyo. Kung ano yung isulat ninyo, ano yung dapat ilagay nyo sa claim, nandun na lahat. It's a do it for you. Malulula ho kayo. Because a lot of it is done already and you simply just need to read it and execute it. Wala na ho kayong gagawin. Okay, isasuggest nyo po. Good luck. Meron ho akong kausap na DOH retained isa, and then meron pa akong isa na gustong pumasok, and then meron hong iba na private. So again, no, this is not for everybody. But once you're done with it, ganito, Doc, ha? Let us say na nagkaroon tayo ng training, natapos tayo ng July 30. After ng July 30, March, April, June, May 1, up to the time na mag-implement si PhilHealth ng DRG, ang recommendation ko, okay, isulat ninyo yung 112 and 20, even if wala pa ang system. Hindi kasi natin kailangan ng grouper. The grouper is there just to compute the payment. Okay? That's not the key. Ang susi ho dito, yung mga tao ninyo. Okay? Kasi sila yung gagawa ng narrative para sa grouper. Yung grouper, nasa back-end yan. So, what is being advised ho sa mga masterclass ko, nag-simulate tayo, after na yan, you do it on your own, every day. Lahat ng MGH ninyo, may 112 and 20. Okay? Ganon siya. Again, this is not for everybody. I'm not saying i-avail nyo kasi hindi ko rin ho kaya. Medyo toxic na yung schedule namin. But I'll go back to the slide. This is the most that I can provide for you guys na something that is not so expensive and something that is virtual. Now, the real question is this, no? So, it's not anymore whether DRG is coming. The question is, handa ba kayo? Okay? So, make sure na handa ho kayo, okay? So, now, eto, paano ninyo malaman na handa kayo? Okay? So, some of you may have taken the DRG readiness assessment. Okay? I'll just close the slide muna. So, some of you, sagutin ko muna yung tanong ni Ma'am. Kailan ba yung DRG? Ito ho yung problema. Okay? May please take note of the yung mga email na pinadala nila. So, when ba yung DRG? This is one of the conflicting things ko kasi. May ibang regions na kinausap na raw sila. Okay? I've been doing this since 2019. May mga kliyente ho ako na nasabihan na. Okay? Ng very credible people, be it DOH or PhilHealth, that DRG will be implemented. Ang problema ho, iba-iba. May sinabihan na December, may sinabihan na January or first quarter next year. Either way, it's the same thing. Okay? Kasi they will really implement it. So, ang common pattern na sinasabi is we just need to complete the how many millions required sa shadow billing. Yan, very consistent ho yan, nationwide. Yan ang template. So, ang hindi lang consistent is either last quarter of this year or first quarter of next year. Now, ganito ho yan sa experience namin ni Royce. Okay. Si PhilHealth ho, most of the time, okay, mag-i-implement yan either, or most of the time ho, first quarter of the year. Sa gobyerno ho, kung sanay kayo sa proseso ng gobyerno, bakit kailangan first quarter? Kasi po, yan ang unang, ang pinakatamang araw na ready, na supposed to be, the documents are there, the budget is there, at dapat na i-request na yan the previous year. So, will it be first quarter? So, the logical thing to do, which happened also in so many big projects ni PhilHealth, they will release the circular on the last quarter and have it implemented on the first quarter of the year. Yan yung pinaka-sensible. Okay? So, tama ba ang analysis ko? I don't know. Pero yan yung pattern. Ang hindi lang talaga nilabas ng ng fourth quarter is ang CF4. I think ang CF4 nilabas ng September. Pero patapos na yung taon. Kasi October, November, December yung fourth quarter. Yung CF4 nilabas, I think it was September something. Now, pansinin niyo from partial case rate, ganun yan. From case rate, it's the same. Nilabas yan, and then inumpisa, February. Yung mga increase ni PhilHealth na nag-increase sila ng 15% and then 20%, pansinin nyo kailan nila nilabas yung circular. Usually yan, patapos na yung taon and ang implementation is the start ng taon. Okay? So, kung ang question kailan, okay, I think you need to be ready yesterday. Yan ho yung sinasabi ko. Kasi it's better to create the mistakes in documentations right now rather than create the mistakes when the circular is already there. Okay? Yan ho yung sinasabi ko. Now, I hope nasagot. Now, some of you baka naka-answer na kayo nung assessment. Okay? So, ito yung DRG assessment namin. So, pinapagamit ko ho itong DRG assessment para ma-assess ninyo yung sarili ninyo kung handa ba kayo or hindi, no? May, if you can send them the link of the assessment, yung latest, can you please post it here? So, ano bang gamit nun? So, para ho yun sa inyo. Matingnan ninyo kung saan kayo may problema, saan kayo walang problema. Okay? So, the assessment covers specific areas, no, of the claims processing na operation. So, ito. What do you need to assess? Ano yung strength, weakness, the risk, and the priorities ninyo? Importante yon. So, ito yon ang coverage ng assessment. Leadership, doctor readiness, okay, clinical documentation, coding, systems, financial, okay. So, yan yon. Now, ano bang meron sa leadership? Okay? So, eto, I think yan na yung, if you can see, may na-post ho dyan, see your DRG leadership score. Kung nagamit na ninyo yan, ipagamit ninyo sa ibang kasamahan ninyo. Okay? You copy the link and you send it to them. This is what one of my client did, no? Nagpatawag siya ng management meeting. Okay? Ito, nilabas din namin yung video. Nagpatawag siya ng management meeting. So, bago yung nag-umpisa yung management meeting, pinatake niya ng assessment yung buong mancom nila. So, right there, makikita kasi yung result eh. Babasahin, it will generate a result individually. So, kung nag-management meeting kayo at meron kayong 10 sa management meeting ninyo, let the 10 people take it. Okay? Or if you want to call the clinical departments, let them take it also. And then you discuss the result. Kasi ipapakita ho doon yung mga weaknesses ninyo. Okay? Saan yung strength din ninyo. So, hopefully, it will help you. It will guide you. Kaya doon sa kliyente ko po, that started their meeting. It was the start of their preparation. Okay? So, may alam ba sila sa DRG? Probably 10-20% lang. But the assessment actually was a little bit conflicting. Sabi nung isa, ready sila sa documentation. Sabi naman ng doktor, wala namang malinaw na training ng documentation. So, that alone is very big. That alone can help you. So, it covers leadership and governance readiness. Meron ba kayong committee? Napapag-usapan ba ito at management level? Meron ba kayong transition planning? Okay? So, ito yung mga importante, no? Sa readiness ninyo. O ito, doctors. Alam ba nila yung buong konsepto? Ano ba yung role ng doktor? Okay? Ano ba ang kailangan nila? So, you also need to assess that. So, documentation readiness. Kasama dito ang doctors and nurses. Okay? Are the clinical information accurate and complete? So kasi pag ibigay natin kay PhilHealth yan, mababayaran ba kayo ng tama? It will also be considered there. coding and claims readiness. This is common sense. Okay? Ano ba yung role ng ICD-10? Sino ba uupo sa DRG coder ninyo? Sino ba uupo sa grouper ninyo? May DRG coder ba kayo? Meron ba kayong mga medical evaluators na tutulong dito? And then the system. Ito yung tinanong again ni Sir kanina. Handa ba yung system natin? Now, you also need to validate that. Okay? Now, napakasimple lang ho ng assessment eh. And financial readiness. So, magbabago si PhilHealth. Okay? Kailangan ba ng training? Hindi. Kailangan ba ng computer? Kailangan ba ng additional tools? Okay? May budget ba kayo dun? Di ba? Ano ba yung mga high risk na mga diagnosis ninyo? Ano ba ang department na dapat magaling? Di ba? So, critical yon. And operational readiness. Are the departments aligned? Clinical. Doctors, nurses, no? Claims, etc. Are they in sync? Okay? And of course, understanding your scores. Nandyan. Highly prepared, moderately prepared, significant gaps, and below 50% is may explanation. Now, what we commonly see, meron kang strong claims team, strong documentation, and then strong leadership. Or it's a combination, or hindi ganyan yung combination. Weak yung doctors, weak yung governance, weak yung planning. So, kayo ho makakasagot na yan. Kung ano ho yung level ninyo sa readiness ng claims processing sa inyong area, no? So, self-assessment may help, and self-assessment may actually can be a jump start sa inyong planning. Again, no, the goal is not perfection here. The goal is to identify kung nasan na kayo. So, once you actually have an idea, you need to prioritize what actually matters most. So, you build a realistic preparation plan. It's better to make mistakes now rather than make mistakes when the circular is out. So, and then you monitor things and to improve continuously. Okay? So, your next leadership decision. What is our readiness score? What is the most critical gaps? What is the first action na kailangan gawin ng top management? Importante ho yun. So, your hospital DRG journey, it should start today. In fact, it should have started yesterday. Preparation po is a choice. So, depende yan sa inyo. Okay? So, DRG is not a distant policy change. It's approaching, and either you will win or you will struggle. So, make a choice now. So, this is the last slide. Maraming salamat ho, and I hope may naintindihan kayo. So, as promised ho, we will prepare something for a DRG replay. We will just analyze if the video we are taking here is sensible, and we will give you the link for the replay. And for those of you who took the assessment, we will provide also with the 3-page PDF.